Well, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker tickets are on sale, and the controversy has already begun. So, yes, I saw that Star Wars tickets went on sale, and of course, just as they do every year, that there's a Star Wars movie, they say we're going to release the tickets right after the trailer plays on Monday Night Football, and they don't do that. They release the tickets hours and hours before, don't tell anyone, and just make everybody that waits and believe them. Again, why do we believe them? I don't know. Makes them, miss out on tickets because all the other ones have already sold because they went on sale early. And so I guess that's the way they think they're trying to play to the hyper fanatic who are just pounding on the site, from 8 a.m. in the morning until they go on sale. But the only thing I really miss is that we were going to try and go to one of the marathons, and I would really have liked to have seen 4, 5, and 6, and then 1, 2, and 3 on the big screen again. The Force Awakens is an meh, all right, whatever movie. I would walk out and sit out for The Last Jedi and then come back in and see The Rise of Skywalker. We did get tickets to one of the fan events, whatever that's going on here, so that's fine. In a way, I really don't want to waste the time, right, on the new Star Wars movies just to see the old ones. I already have the old ones. I can see them, and I can see the, despecialized versions that I have. But anyway, so here's the lies are starting. So this person, I don't know, for Slash Film says Rise of Skywalker sets new record for most ticket pre-sales in first hour. Well, outselling Endgame by 45%. Well, I guess that's okay. I mean, I don't know if that's going to actually be true or not. I think a lot of this is spin and hype that Disney has to pull off because the next article by this same exact person from Slash Film is Rise of Skywalker tracking for lowest opening of the sequel trilogy. Then they have to put at least for now so they can still get tickets to, Disney events, keep their access media going. So I'm more practical. I mean, they can say, it's going to open at 200 million. They can do all this other stuff. What I look at, what I go and see is when I tried to get tickets to see Endgame, because we were a little late getting, I think we were traveling or something, and we wanted to get tickets to Endgame. And I said, okay, well, let's just go to the Cinemark. Let's just go to our local theater. Let's try and see what tickets we could get. We could barely get tickets for a Sunday night. We couldn't get anything Wednesday or Thursday or Friday all shows, literally all of the showings on all of those dates for every showing everywhere was sold out through Saturday all the way through Sunday, and then Sunday into, late night. We had to sit on we had horrible seats off somewhere and stuff just to be able to get in and see it. We went again later to see it again and got some better seats, in the more middle of the theater. So let's just take that. That's my experience from Avengers Endgame, right? That's what sold. To me, that's the experience of what sold and what happened during, the first hours and the first days of ticket sales for Endgame. So it's been almost a week. Well, it's been 4 days. 4 days since. No, it's been a week and a half since these tickets went on sale. So let's go see. Let's pick a showing like Saturday at 4 o'clock. Now, granted, Saturday at 4 o'clock for Avengers Endgame, there were 3 seats left. I checked over and over. I was checking every single showing for Endgame. 3, 4 seats left here, 2 seats left, 5 seats left in this auditorium, all at the front row or all in the back corner. That was the fact of Avengers Endgame. What do we, for the exact same Cinemark that I'm going to show you. So what do we have right now? Boom, we have 5 seats sold. Avengers Endgame, there was not even 5 seats left. So anything that anybody out there is telling you that this movie is going to be exploding in the box office, you go to your theater, you go to the Saturday, Sunday showings, and you look at what seats are sold. 5 seats. There are 5 seats that have been sold in this theater. Let's look at some of the other ones. Let's say you're going to go to the XD. Let's go look at the XD. This is probably going to be one of the biggest showings that you want to go to, this 7 o'clock Saturday showing. Okay, maybe a third of the theater. Granted, this for Avengers Endgame was like 2, 3, 4 seats. Free seats were empty. Okay, let's look at the XD 11:30 showing. Maybe a quarter. Maybe. So, if you're hearing, oh, it's sold out everywhere, let's try a real 3D one. Let's try the 5:30 3D showing. Let's see. 7 seats. 7 seats total sold in this showing. Reminder again, Avengers Endgame, maybe 2, 3 seats left. So anything that any media is saying, oh, this is blowing everything else out of the water, you can be sure that they're lying to you. Okay, here's the prime one. The cheap seats, the 7:45 showing on a Saturday night, which is a good night to go to. There's 4, 9, maybe 15, 16 seats sold. Do I have to go back to the Avengers Endgame comparison? No, I think you know where I'm going with that. So anything that anybody's telling you about how many seats are sold, oh, it's setting records, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's spin, it's hype, it's Disney pushing their money. And I'm sure they're going to do, if they start seeing, like I'm seeing here, that movies are, the theaters are not selling out. They're not doing what they should be. They're not getting the actual fill of seats. You're going to start seeing, at some of these showings, you're probably going to start seeing like the 20 seats in the front row just suddenly get purchased for some reason across all theaters and all showings. And that right there is a trigger. And I'm going to keep watching this because that's going to be the trigger for Disney's worried, Disney's panicked, Lucasfilm is horrible, Lucasfilm has no idea what they're doing, and nobody's going to go see this film. So we need to make it up and put our own money in here so we can fake that there's actually a box office. Oh, look, here, this is the 12:15. This is a matinee showing. We've got 9 seats. Nine seats sold. I'm not going to even go back to Endgame and explain what that was. Okay, so, I mean, in other Star Wars news, of course, we have Benioff and Weiss leaving because, Netflix waved a little money at him, said, hey, Star Wars sucks. Star Wars is going to destroy your reputation as a movie maker. And probably once you get, they kind of wiped out Game of Thrones a little bit. I've never seen a Game of Thrones episode. I've never seen the show at all. But just from what I hear, the last season was not good. And, take that for what it is. But these guys, Benioff and Weiss, now they're leaving Star Wars because Netflix threw some money their way. Said, hey, maybe, why don't you, Netflix is like, why don't you come work for us? Because halfway through your first film, Kathleen Kennedy, the worst franchise director of all time, is going to not like you for some reason and fire you. So we're not going to fire you. We're going to let you actually do what you want to do and make movies. And so just come over and work for us. It's a much better environment, much less hostile. Right? So, I mean, there is a pattern, right? Oh, gee, somebody decided to fire people from the Solo movie. Oh, gee, someone decided to fire somebody from Star Wars episode. I mean, how great would it have been to have Colin Trevorrow direct a Star Wars episode? I mean, he directed Jurassic World, billion-dollar movies. Why would you get rid of this person? I don't get it. It's just again and again and again. It goes back to the leadership of Lucasfilm, and from what I heard Kennedy's contract is up in 2021. So with Benioff and Weiss leaving, that puts the next trilogy up in the air. So Kathleen Kennedy's not going to be able to say, well, I have all these things planned. You don't need to get rid of me. And now it's like, I have nothing planned. I have no one to direct. I have no one who wants to work with me. I'm probably the most hated franchise leader of any of them. Marvel, everyone loves, Kevin Feige. And name some other franchise, John Wick, who's not a huge fan of John Wick and that franchise. I'm so happy they're doing a fourth film of that. That is like super exciting to me. Do we need to really mention the biggest challenger once again this year for Star Wars is going to be Dwayne Johnson and Jumanji. I am beyond excited about the next Jumanji and what that's going to bring over this Star Wars thing. Star Wars, like I've said before, I saw I saw Star Wars when it opened in the theater because I'm an old man. And way back then in 1977, my parents said, we all love sci-fi. My parents and my dad we'd watch Star Trek every night, eat dinner, turn the TV on and watch a Star Trek episode as we all, knew the lines and the words. So when a big, huge science fiction film came out, we were there. We went and saw it immediately. So I saw Star Wars in the theater before it said A New Hope, before it said any of that stuff, before it was specialized, all that stuff in the theater as a kid. And I've carried that and loved that all the way up until Disney bought it. And now, a franchise that's only had one other movie and now is coming out with just its second movie, I'm more excited about that than I am the crap that Disney's putting out with Star Wars. So, shall we do this? Let's have some fun. Let's have some more fun, okay? So let's go to movies. Let's go to advance tickets down here on the bottom. Oh, Knives Out. I wonder who this could be. This Knives Out thing. Could this be Roundhead Ryan Johnson? Let's see. How many tickets has he sold in his pre-sale? 0. Oh, you can get advance tickets for the best seat in the house because the opening night, the Thursday opening night, this is a Tuesday, November 26th night. There are 0 tickets sold. 0. Yeah, you heard me right. 0 tickets. Yeah. Let's see how well that does. Okay, there's nights. There's an early access. Okay, so there's an early access one. Okay, let's see how many. This one probably has a couple of seats sold. Oh no! Wait. 5. There's 5. The early. Oh my gosh. The Friday, November 22nd, early access screening. Oh my gosh. The early access screening has 5 seats sold. Oh my gosh. This movie is going to be the bomb of all bombs. it does my heart good that people who hate The Last Jedi have the word out. I think that you don't want to go see a Rian Johnson film. Oh. I'm just gonna leave this screen up here. This one right here. 5 seats sold in the Knives Out early access screening. I can't take it. I love it. I love that. That's poetic. That's just completely poetic. I love it. All right. Well, thanks for watching this and going through this hefty, long-winded analysis of Star Wars and my love for Jumanji and the crescendo to Rian Johnson's film career of either 0 seats or early access special screening that everybody has to go to with 5 seats sold. Just 5. Why even show the film? I don't know. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video, then thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, then just subscribe to my channel. I have over 100 now. I thank everybody. I have 111 subscribers. Thank everybody for subscribing and commenting and everything and just interacting with me on my little channel here. I love making these videos. I love interacting with people. It's just been great. All right. Well, thanks for watching this one. Take care.